Good day to you everyone, my name is Whistler and welcome back to the 1.18 Survival Series. I hope you're all having a wonderful day today. So we're back here in the skelly grinder that we constructed in the last episode. It's gotten me plenty of bones, plenty of arrows, plenty of bows, and also a lot of XP, which is excellent for this world where I can't use conventional weapons against mobs. So we've got these skeletons down to one-hit kills just here from a drop, and I have to say it's working pretty well. For today though, I think I would quite like to head towards the Nether and try to find ourselves a Nether Fortress. So I think we should grab these golden boots here. I tore them off of the cold dead corpse of a skeleton in here in the last episode. He was very tanky. I was just whacking him with a stick and he just wouldn't die. Protection 3 and Feather Falling 4 is very good. Oh my goodness! I didn't think I would ever see that happen myself. It just struck the top of the enchanting tower and lit up the redstone lamp. That's awesome. I will sleep away this storm though, because I don't particularly want it right now. Hello Hilda, how are you doing? Have you chilled out yet? No? Okay, I'll come back later. When you've calmed down a little bit. Okay? Okay, see you, Hilda. So I do happen to have 30 levels right now, so what I suggest is that we disenchant that diamond hoe and re-enchant it. Hopefully we can get something good on it. Efficiency 3, Unbreaking 3, well, it is an upgrade, so I'll take that. The other thing I would like to do, though, is to see what on earth we should do with these golden boots, because they are pretty much dead. And I'm wondering if I should enchant a different pair to make it better. Like, I could do a protection 4 on there, but maybe I shouldn't do anything. Maybe I should just keep the skelly boots as how they are, because they came out like this. This is a pretty good pair of boots. So yeah, let's just repair them like this. And in fact, I think we should give them a new name. So we'll call them the skelly boots. There we go. Fantastic. Now, since I'm headed towards what is hopefully a Nether Fortress in this episode, I think we should invest in a snowman. And the reason why is because snowmen can give you snowballs. And I think that they can damage blazes. It's like one of the few mobs that they can do that with, if not the only one. So I've got a snowman now, and he's created this nice little snow layer for me. And then I can just harvest the snow like this and give myself tons of snowballs. And hopefully we'll be able to use these to kill the blaze. Oh yeah, that looks like plenty. That's just fantastic. Thank you, Mr. Snowman. If any of you have a good name suggestion for old Snowy here in the starter house, just feel free to let me know in the comments down below. Wait a second. You just took damage, didn't you, house cow? That's not good. I was hoping that this place would be able to serve as a nice safe haven for you, house cow. So I think just to make that a little bit safer, we can add some trapdoors just there. And that should take the drop off of that for house cow. And that way, they won't randomly die. I'm glad that I caught that. So now that that's all done, I've armed myself with snow. Let's head towards the Nether. So last time I was here, I headed in that direction, and I think this time we'll go that way. Just to try and see if anything is different. I am determined to find a Nether Fortress this time. Oh my goodness, I shouldn't have chosen this direction. It's a basalt delta. I mean, I knew that it was here, but it's so dangerous. I do not feel good. I don't feel good at all. Well, I've come across another bastion. Unless this is the one I've already been to. I don't know. It might be. Oh, I can see a brute there, though. But I am not prepared for this, so I think I'll head in a different direction. This is not the way. Hello, Magma Cube. Give me Magma Cream, please. Oh! He did! Oh, that's brilliant. Now I can make a fire resistance potion if I actually manage to find another fortress. I still need the blaze powder. Oh, there we go. Hot tourist destinations. That's how you know I've been really getting around this place. You know what? I should probably take some of this crimson nylium. That way I can grow the crimson trees back home. Now, I've got to say, I just absolutely love the look of a basalt delta. It just looks so volcanic. It's awesome. I remember when these were first introduced, and it was just such an impressive sight to see in that snapshot. It was absolutely fantastic. And it just came out of the nowhere as well. Like, no one knew that that biome was about to suddenly become a thing. Oh, hello, Gasty boy. Please don't mind me. You know what? I don't want him knocking out my bridge. So, return to sender? Return to sender! Excellent. Another advancement down. I think I'm getting a couple today, actually. Oh, there we go, my beloved. The Nether Fortress. Thank goodness. I've been running around the Nether for an hour. Oh, this has been a long time coming. And I think that is actually a blaze spawner up there, which is good. That didn't take too long to find at all. Now let's just block this off so I don't get interrupted by a wither skeleton. There we go, and I'm on fire. But let's give a proof of concept for the snowballs. I hope this doesn't take too many to kill. Oh yeah, there we go. That didn't take too long at all. That's good. I actually have a reasonable way of killing blazes in this world. Wow. Everything else is so difficult with the stick, but blazes versus snowballs. This is the way, everyone. This is the way. And I think I'll make this blaze the last one. I've gotten quite a few blaze rods, luckily. There we go. That should make 12. Brilliant. Now let's see what the rest of this fortress has to offer. So I found a chest here, and we've got a saddle! Oh, fantastic. Rosemary will love that. We've got another chest here. Let's see what we've got. Gold and nether wart, finally. Now we can brew potions with that. Ooh, diamonds and another saddle. I will take those. And we've actually gotten a couple of nether wart runes here as well, so I should probably just go ahead and harvest most of that. There we go. Wouldn't it be absolutely hilarious if I managed to get a wither skull from these wither skeletons with a stick? Let's see. We've got to do it. We've got to give it a try. Oh, no skull. Okay, let's try it again. Come here, Skelly. Nah, no skull from you either. That is unfortunate. Well, I say unfortunate. It's literally 2 wither skeletons. I was never going to get anything from those 2. And I think that is enough loot for today, so let's head back home again. To the overworld, where everything is not quite so scary. Hello, Rosemary. I have a brand new present for you. It's a saddle, and can I jump out of this fence with you? Yes, I can. That's good. So, Rosemary, now we can ride around the world together. Isn't that fantastic? Oh, we're going to have so many good times together. I should just be able to put a chest on you. There we go. That's worked. Now, how many slots is that again? 15 extra slots. Donkeys are literally living shulker boxes. They are amazing. I don't know why I haven't really used them that much until recently. I really should do. They're actually really good. Now that we have blaze rods though, I can craft myself a brewing stand. And I think we'll put it in our kitchen just here. No, I can't place it there. There's a trapdoor. Where should I put it? I think we should put it probably on top of the blast furnace. Yes, there we go. I think that's going to be the best place. So I thought we should make our first potions, the good old fire resistance potions, because you never know when you're going to need those. I'd say they're definitely the most common ones I brew. There we go. Extended to 8 minutes. Local brewery. We can craft ourselves an eye of ender now as well, which is good. And we can further craft that into an ender chest, which further solves my inventory problems. Fantastic. And I'm going to put my my fire resistance potions in there, actually. There we go. Now I can have them always. And in fact, we're going to put our axe in here. This is a very bad axe. That axe, it has tasted the blood of an innocent. And for that, it must be sacrificed, as was decreed by the commenters of the last episode. So, I hope you enjoyed that time-lapse, everyone. It was a little bit interesting. I've not really created, like, a path in this world before, and I haven't done a summoning circle or, like, a ritual place, or it's not really a summoning circle, is it? It's entirely a sacrificial pit, but I've got this path here, and it leads all the way up the mountain, giving me easy access to the site of the ritual, and it's pretty plain. It's just spruce and dirt path blocks, and that's all you need, really. But here we go. At the top, we have our sacrificial pit for the weapon that has sinned, the weapon that has tasted the blood of a mob. And for that, it must be silenced. So we are gathered here today at the Sacrificial Pit to witness the execution of this nearly dead diamond axe. It has sinned. It hit a villager by accident as I was trying to break a lectern, and for that, I shall throw it into this fire. Goodbye, diamond axe. You will not be missed. It has been done. The sacrifice has been made. It was for the greater good. So yeah, I think sacrificing the weapon that actually hits a mob is a good idea. I'm glad that you guys suggested that forfeit to me, because I need something to keep me going for not hitting a mob, like, by accident. Like, I don't want a sort of what-if situation where people aren't sure, like, if it counts if I've hit a mob or anything like that. Like, do I need to kill it or anything like that? I just want it to be, if I've hit a mob with a weapon, that weapon must be sacrificed. That way, there's no questions about it. I hope I've explained that well. And we have over 30 levels again, and I also have a pretty brand new shovel. So let's give it an enchant. Efficiency 4. I think we can do better. So I think we should actually, that is not the grindstone. Let's not do that. Okay. Let's put it in there. Disenchant it. Let's see what we get on breaking 3 this time. Let's see what we get. That could be better as well. Let's try that again. How about this time? Efficiency 3? Why are you doing this to me, game? Why do you do that? Nope. Let's re-enchant that once again. And here we go. Silk Touch. Fantastic. That's what I love. Ooh. That is a god shovel. Definitely a shoveler. And in fact, this shovel is so good that I think we're going to put mending on it. So I have now decreed that this shovel shall be called the Diggy Thing. There we go. Now, Rosemary, I think we should go on a bit of an adventure, because I am in need of a few resources. Like, we found a jungle previously, but I didn't actually go there and harvest the saplings. So we'll have to go there and make sure we got all of those jungle resources. Here we go. Here's the jungle. It's a bit, well, I think this is like one of those really rare jungles in previous versions, but it's quite common now, I've got to say. Like, I've seen plenty of people come across this. And we've actually got cocoa beans here as well, which is fantastic. So I didn't have those either. So we'll just make sure we've gotten those. And then we'll make sure we've gotten some saplings as well. And we're going to use our fortune pickaxe here. Like, I know this is the wrong tool to gather saplings, but the fortune still activates, and jungle saplings are kind of rare when they drop from blocks. So this is what we're doing. We're fortune pickaxing the jungle tree. And there we go. We've got 5 jungle saplings. Just like that. Oh, fantastic. We've got melons as well. That will be good to have. And I think, last of all, we'll take some of this bamboo. There we go. Here we go, everyone. I have finally found myself an ocean biome. Just look at all of that kelp. I didn't have access to that previously. But I'm here for sand. Or at least I was looking for a desert, but clearly I have not found one. Instead, I found the new beach biomes. And, well, beaches existed before 1.18, but they're a lot bigger now. So we should be able to get a decent amount of sand from here. I wish I had come across a desert, because I am in need of a cactus. I would quite like to have access to green dye and that sort of thing. But sand, I am in need of a lot of glass for today. So, with that being the case, let's harvest as much of this as we can. There we go. That should be enough sand, hopefully. I'd be very surprised if I needed more than 10 stacks, or 11 stacks actually, almost 12 stacks. I might do. It depends on what happens, really. Maybe I will underestimate my build project. Now, unfortunately, Rosemary, you don't seem to fit inside of a boat. So, I think we're going to have to go out into this ocean without you. And I'm sure you'll be fine here. This is a nice little island for you. Don't mind the rising tide. It'll be fine. You'll love this area. So, yeah. Let's explore this ocean a little bit. Try and find ourselves a shipwreck or something. That could be cool. There we go. A shipwreck. Let's see what we've got. A buried treasure map. That's good. I think I'll actually take that paper as well. Oh, we've got moss blocks in our world now, everyone. Fantastic. That is excellent. And if my map reading skills are correct, then the map points to here. And if you don't know the map reading trick, and you don't want to pull up the F3 screen, you just need to position yourself on the map like this so that you've just got one pixel hanging out of the bottom of that cross that's just there. And if you dig down from there, we should get the chest. And there we go. We've found it. Oh, look at what we've got here. We've got another shipwreck. Oh, wait, hang on. That's an Elder Guardian. Oh, this is good. We've got an ocean monument as well. That's going to prove to be very difficult to raid in this world because I don't have, like, weapons. But I'm going to save the coordinates for this thing regardless. Maybe we could do something here. I would quite like to have killed, like, every single mob with a stick at some stage. So, the Guardians shall be included. But for now, let's see what this shipwreck has got for us. Oh, excellent. We've got ourselves another treasure map. And I think it's going to be under here. No, one block off. Okay. But that's fine. We've gotten ourselves a diamond here as well. That's good. And actually, we've got water breathing potions now. That's very good. Looks like the game really does want me to tackle that ocean monument. Hello, Rosemary. I have returned. It's time for us to head back home again. To the Valley of Plenty. Now, one of the things I did come across during that adventure is a map. A map that I could generate here at the Valley of Plenty. So let's see what this place looks like. I was hoping it would be more centered. I mean, this is the only map that I have, and it looks like the sheep farm is actually updating in here in real time. That's pretty interesting. But I think what I would like is to see what the bigger map looks like. So let's just craft ourselves a cartography table. We'll place it there, and we'll expand that with a piece of paper. There we go. And it's still not centered. Okay. The cartography table always sort of makes you think that it's going to look different when you put it in. I think we're going to save our map building for another time. We'll use multiple maps instead of just one big one. Oh, that's still extremely fun to do. So, I think it's high time that we got started on the main build project for today's episode, and that is a wool farm. Like a big one, an automatic one. One that uses dispensers, and we're going to create like a nice sheep haul for us to use, and I think it's just going to be a really fun time. So, to show you where we're going to build this thing, we actually have a trapdoor at the back of this little shack here. I think this red sheep is on top of it at the moment. Can you get out of the way? Like, the sheep really love crowding around this area, which is kind of unfortunate. But we've got a trapdoor here, and it's going to take us down to what is hopefully going to be a nice wool haul, or like a farm haul, a sheep haul, or something like that. So, with that being the case, I hope you enjoy that time-lapse, everyone. Let's build ourselves a sheep farm. And welcome back, everyone. I hope you enjoyed that time-lapse. I sure did. I'm actually really proud with how this place has turned out. We've got 20 sheep here, one for hopefully every colour in the future, and then 4 extra as well, because I'm actually hoping to use a lot of white wool as well. And we've actually got a mega sheep face here to symbolise the fact that this is, in fact, a sheep farm at the end of this haul. I mean, why not? Why can't I just build myself a giant sheep face? And I've surrounded it with glowstone as well, just to make sure that everything is fully lit up. And the colours of the sheep are denoted by the wool down here, so it's going to be easy for me to see which chests I'm opening. And at the moment, I've got 1 supplying grey, 3 supplying light grey, and I think the rest are white, and there might be 2 red, maybe 3, I'm not sure. Most of them are white, though. And the reason for that is I am in need of a lot of white wool in the very near future. I promised in the first episode that I was hoping to build airships in this world, and that is going to include a lot of wool, so I really needed this sheep farm. And unfortunately, I didn't really have time to create like a proper back to this hole here, so it's all still just a stone wall, but that's okay. We can build that in the future and make everything look nice. Now, you'll notice that I have used copper in this build as well. So this layer here, this like ring around the top level, I was hoping that this would be fully oxidized, and then the copper down below I need to wax in its current state, in its fully non-oxidized state. So it's quite an interesting aesthetic, but I'm not going to be able to keep the copper in this state until I have a bee farm, and that's just another thing that I need to work on. I think that's going to need to be the next project, because I need that honeycomb. And as you can see here, the starter house roof has finally fully oxidized. I made sure that my simulation distance was up so it was never out of range. And now I can finally show you what I was hoping my roof would look like. So I was hoping to go with a gradient, so fully oxidized at the bottom, going all the way up to fully non-oxidized at the top. And I think that just creates like a really cool effect for the roof. And there we go. This is the roof I was hoping for. I actually quite like how this looks. It's like almost like a rainbow effect, but it's not really a rainbow, so it's missing like all of the colors. But we've got orange, we've got the blue, a little bit of green, and I think it looks really cool. And just imagine like the rest of my valley looking like that. I quite like it. Let me know what you all think. I'd love to see. Speaking of copper though, I don't think this look really suits the nether portal. I think I'm going to need to wax that as its brown state, as its fully non-oxidized state. And this enchanting tower is still oxidizing over here as well, and I think we're going to make that look like our starter house. I think that's going to be the best idea. Now I have a confession to make. During that time lapse, I needed like 500 iron or so just for all of the hoppers and the rail and the piston and all of the shears as well. So I actually went and did a little bit of caving, and I came across something rather interesting, and something I haven't actually found in 1.18 yet. So this is a new thing. It was something I was hoping for, but I just didn't know where it would be. And actually looks like I've missed that iron just there. But just over here, as you can see, we've got a deep slate iron ore, and we've got a little bit of tuff, and it's in a little bit of a patchy state. And forgive me if I'm wrong, but I think this is actually one of those giant iron ore veins, which I think is really rare. But oh my goodness, this is good for iron collection, and I had to leave this untouched so that I could show you all. But I think if we just mine some of this iron, we should be able to just come across more and more of it, and we should be able to just follow the tuff for even more. Like, this is such a cool thing to potentially find in the world, and it looks like it definitely is an iron ore vein. That's super useful actually, because I don't have an iron farm in this world yet. So to have access to this, oh, my iron needs will surely be satisfied. Thank goodness. So we've made quite a bit of progress today. We've built our wool farm. We built a sacrificial pit for the diamond axe that had sinned. And yeah, I'm just really happy with how this episode has turned out. So I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!